Okay, so how to help kids who have panic attacks when it comes to academia and learning? Because kids do have panic attacks. You see, um, dropout rates, the limited amount of kids who actually go to school, who actually succeed, who actually go to college. It means the rest of the world, they have panic attacks when it comes to academia. Well, how do we help them? Um, for example, with me, because I'm a genius, um, like a top tier genius. Let's say there was a problem that came about, and I handled it in a certain way, all right. And then you come ask me, I'll be like, I can step by step tell you, I did this, and this. No panic, which means I was calm at the time that I did it. Now, vice versa, let's say a kid who panics a lot and a problem ensued, and then you question the kid. Well, what you should see is just straight panic again. Even if they practice lying, they will be panicking about it. They'll be like, their stories will be all over the place. It wouldn't be rational. It's just, and it's not to insult anyone or anyone. It's to teach them, like, oh, you tend to panic when a problem ensues, and then you work it out. It's like, okay, don't, when you panic, you tend to run. Don't run when you panic. You want to work out the problem and not run. So that's how you help students out in academia. Like, okay, don't run from it. Running meaning they make jokes about it. Um, they have tantrums. They don't want to learn. They're easily distracted. This is the HDHD type kids. They're panicking. When it comes to learning, they panic. So they're just running all over the place. And it's not a disease, it's more of a type of panic. That's all it is. It's a type of panic. They just don't want to learn. So you have to sit them down and just slowly teach them to how to work out a problem. Because they don't want to work out a problem. And so that's that. That's how to help kids who have panic attacks in academia, in education. And we ask them, like, what's going through your mind when you think of girls, when you think of learning, when you think of math, when you think of physics, art, what's going through your mind? If they start panicking, it means they've never dealt with that problem before. They don't know how to deal with it. So you're like, okay, you don't know how to talk to girls, you don't know how to talk to boys, you don't know how to talk, or you don't do well in math, you don't do well in world history. And you can work with them. It's like, okay, I know your weaknesses. I know the areas of work. I know where you need areas of work. So that's how you help kids who have panic attacks in learning. The genius part. The Einsteins. They're weird. All right, they're weird. When Einstein was asked to take a photo of himself, just a normal photo, he stuck out his tongue. With the highest respect, you're weird. With the highest respect, you're weird. And I say this a lot because in sports they said, "Oh, you're a freak on the field. You're a monster on the field." It's the same term of endearment where it's like, "You're weird. How are you doing this? That's weird." No normal person does this. How are you doing this? So I have that same mindset where I'm like, to myself, I'm like, "Men, you're weird. No one talks like you. No one." Normally, when there's a problem that comes about, people tend to panic. You don't. That's weird. It's really weird. So I say this to myself to bring awareness to myself that I'm different. I think differently from others. And that's important to my learning, because when people learn a certain way, I don't learn that way. I learn another way. What is that way? I don't know. But if I'm not aware of it, that I'm weird, that I learn differently from others, then I wouldn't be able to find it. So that's why when I say to myself, like, I'm a genius, I'm weird, I talk differently from others, I learn differently from others, it's to make a point that I have to learn how to learn my way and not everyone else's way, because I don't think the same way that they do. So that's what the genius is. So in summary, with kids in academia, you want to learn what makes them panic so that you know their weaknesses and then work with that. And then with the geniuses, you want to point out how weird and different they are. And not to say, "Oh, that's just someone who's sticking out their tongue." No, it's not. That's not normal. So, kids in academia, and I tend to repeat myself. And I'll say, like, that person's weird, that person's weird, that person's weird, because they're geniuses, and it's weird to me, and I'm weird to myself. I'm like, I'm weird, so I tend to repeat myself. I don't know why. That's something I need to learn too. So again, in summary, academia, learn what makes kids panic. So just bring up girls, boys, physics, math, art. If they panic, then they've never dealt with it before. So they need to be aware of it so that they're not scared of it. Be aware to not be scared. Right? Be aware to not be scared. So you want to learn more about yourself. And with the geniuses, they need to learn more about themselves. No, you're very weird. You're not normal. Einstein's not normal. Newton's not normal. I'm not normal. Genius actors are not normal. Genius athletes, they're not normal. You can't walk around saying you're normal. You're not. So yeah, that's the two: the kids who panic in learning and the geniuses. You need to know more about yourself. Basically, you need to learn more about yourself. It'll help in your learning.